Anyone can father a child, but being a dad takes a lifetime. Fathers play a role in every child's life that cannot be filled by others. This role can have a large impact on a child and help shape him or her into the person they become. During childhood, some people have distant relationships with their fathers or no relationship at all. Others might be so close that the relationship becomes unhealthy. Both situations can contribute to developing what people call daddy issues. While people use this term often, daddy issues are not an official mental health diagnosis. So how can you, as a dad, have it all? After all, what good is cake if you can't eat it? Here are a few tips to consider along the way, and they cover a wide range of ages because, believe me, it starts when they're little and it doesn't go away. As the saying goes, little kids, little problems. Bigger kids? You guessed it. Fathers, like mothers, are pillars in the development of a child's emotional well-being. Children look to their fathers to lay down the rules and enforce them. They also look to their fathers to provide a feeling of security, both physical and emotional. Children want to make their fathers proud, and an involved father promotes inner growth and strength. Studies have shown that when fathers are affectionate and supportive, it greatly affects a child's cognitive and social development. It also instills an overall sense of well-being and self-confidence. Every father has felt it at some point, that feeling like, at any moment, someone from whatever agency it is that handles this kind of thing would demand to see your man card, and you, unable to reach it because of the diaper bag. Vera Bradley at that, draped over your right shoulder, and the child held in your left, are forced to admit that you left it at home, or perhaps at the daycare. It doesn't matter. The agent informs you because no matter how hard you look, you won't be able to find it. That's because it's been revoked. And just in case you were wondering, he looks just like Tyler Durden. Take your pick on which one. While it's wonderful to be close to a father figure, in some cases, this bond can cross the line from being healthy and supportive to being unhealthy and damaging. If someone has a close bond with their father, this might suggest that their father favored them or took especially good care of them, perhaps even spoiled them. It might also be that they resembled their father more than their siblings and were rewarded for it. One explanation for developing an unhealthy close bond with one's father figure is if, while growing up, the father was attracted to or treated the child more like a date or romantic partner. This could lead to the child being subjected to mental, emotional, and sexual abuse. Fathers not only influence who we are inside, but how we have relationships with people as we grow. The way a father treats his child will influence what he or she looks for in other people. Friends, lovers, and spouses will all be chosen based on how the child perceived the meaning of the relationship with his or her father. The patterns a father sets in the relationships with his children will dictate how his children relate with other people. If you've never had this feeling, well, congratulations. You've probably dodged most of your fatherly responsibilities and are still trying to live like you're single, or at least newly married and semi-free. But for the good guys out there, the ones trying to balance still feeling manly while being married and raising children, well, this video is for you. You see, it's not easy for us men. We still want to be men. We want to do manly things. And yet, and this has been happening for a good while now, more and more guys want to be good dads too. We don't want to go play golf every weekend, fish or hunt. Okay, I'm getting carried away here, but you get my drift. Young girls depend on their fathers for security and emotional support. A father shows his daughter what a good relationship with a man is like. If a father is loving and gentle, his daughter will look for those qualities in men when she's old enough to begin dating. If a father is strong and valiant, she will relate closely to men of the same character. Unlike girls who model their relationships with others based on their father's character, boys model themselves after their father's character. Boys will seek approval from their fathers from a very young age. As human beings, we grow up by imitating the behavior of those around us. That's how we learn to function in the world. If a father is caring and treats people with respect, the young boy will grow up much the same. When a father is absent, young boys look to other male figures to set the rules for how to behave and survive in the world. A person with daddy issues might only be attracted to older males or father-type replacements. If someone had an unhealthy connection to their father, or their father was away for various reasons, older men may be more appealing to date or marry. Being in a relationship with an older person may make them feel as if they have someone who will protect them. Whether consciously or subconsciously, they may yearn for the missing love they never received. Or they may seek an older male who is wealthy or flashy, confident, or seemingly in control. Have your gear. Look, this is no different than showing up for a fishing trip and asking your buddy to rig your rod for you. If your wife tries to make you carry a diaper bag with paisleys on it, I most certainly do not speak from experience here. Tell her thanks but no thanks. You have your own. You instead will carry a backpack, like you used to use when we were hikers, back when you were a man, or perhaps a duffel bag that looks like it was made for mountaineering. Patagonia and North Face both make a duffel bag series that will make you look like you're about to hop on the Appalachian Trail when you're really about to change a dirty diaper and a year-old's birthday party at the Funplex on a beautiful Saturday, wishing all the while you were at a tailgate party. Speaking of tailgate parties, when your toddlers get a little older, it is perfectly acceptable to organize family-friendly tailgate parties. Find like-minded fans who can enjoy watching football while also maintaining a level of adultness. Yes, that's a word. If you get enough families involved, the kids will have more fun because they're with their friends too. Everybody wins. Bring along easy portable outdoor toys like hammocks. Grand Trunk sells the perfect kid-friendly one for roughly $30 that will help keep kids entertained for hours. If it's a late game, hand each kid a Lucci lantern, a $20 bad-to-the-bone inflatable solar-powered lantern, and let them go to town. By talking about your feelings in an age-appropriate way and inviting boys to do the same, you are removing any shame associated with expressing emotions. You are also providing boys with the language to talk about their feelings. This is incredibly important. We can't express our feelings and ask for help without the emotional language required to do so. You should be talking about your feelings every day, multiple times a day. It's also really great to have a specific space or time of day to talk about feelings. It could be at the dinner table or just before you read a bedtime story. This is the perfect age to get kids camping, as camping provides the ideal environment where families can enjoy true quality time together, while also allowing kids to have a level of freedom they not only love, but need. Find cool, lightweight gear they can assemble and use themselves. See Grand Trunk hammocks above, Helinox chairs, or wind pouch inflatable hammocks. All great toys to enhance their fun and independence. And hey, the next time Tyler Durden slams into you in the parking lot of whatever boutique grocery you shop at, begging for a fight, you can tell him that your kid built his own tent when you went camping. He'll not only give you your man card, but he'll also put miles on it, to be redeemed on lazy football Sundays when you don't feel like parenting at all. An open and curious conversation around gendered expectations will go a long way in relieving some of the pressure placed on boys to be a real man. A great question to start with is, what do you think being a man means? You will probably be pretty shocked by what they come back with. Keep the conversation open and inquisitive. For example, if it's that all men drive trucks because Auntie Jan has a big truck and she loves driving it, boys will soon realize that you can be anything and everything, regardless of your gender. When I ask boys about the strategies they use when they are feeling sad or lonely, most tell me that they distract themselves until the feeling goes away. This is an unhealthy coping mechanism because feelings never truly go away. Repressed feelings can turn into unexplained bouts of sadness or anger. They can also surface as mental illnesses later in life. A great way to process and release emotions is through writing in a journal. This could become a post-school ritual, or maybe the last thing they do before bed. The benefits of journaling have been studied extensively, and and it's hugely beneficial for both physical and mental health. So today, don't forget to tell your dad you love him and thanks for being there. Give this video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe too.